I am so excited to be here today. I'm especially excited about this topic because when you all signed up for the group, almost every one of you said that what you wanted to get out of this group is deeper connection with your kids, that you wanted to build relationship. This is so incredibly important. I have experienced, a lot of you who know me, with these beliefs we create very early in life. And so this is an especially important topic because when we build that connection and that relationship, we are able to emotionally support our kids, and it follows them into adulthood, that really healthy emotional well-being. So today I want to present to you a little memory jogger. That's not really earth-shattering. It's something I'm sure that you all have done, maybe at times, maybe not all the time. And it's so difficult in the stress of the moment to remember to do this. Yet it is so incredibly crucial for doing what we just talked about, and that's creating that emotional tie, that connection that makes us, provides the calm and the well-being in the house. And we all here in this group are attracted to the idea of calm, but it's really what's behind the calm that's most important, right? It's people don't have to yell because they know they're being heard. People don't need to cry, right? Kids don't need to cry for real long periods of time because they know that they've been heard. So this acronym that I'm presenting to you today is CALM. Okay, easy, calm, right? Easy to remember. That's an important word to all of us. So starting with C. C is for count. Count to 3, count to 5, count to 10, whatever it takes to break that urge to react in moments of stress, in moments of breakdown, right? So as parents, a lot of times we're like, stop, and we maybe go into yelling or send somebody to their room, or just, I don't want to hear it, like just go over there and, just be quiet for a moment. And we're not taking the time to really connect with our kids in the times that they really need us the most. So first is count and break that urge to react. A is next. Ask. Ask questions. Just be sure that the questions that you ask aren't sort of preloaded with judgment, right? And I'll give you an example from a recent interaction with my daughter Sarah. She was real frustrated, started crying because she was working in Minecraft. A lot of you parents know kids love to play Minecraft. And she was having difficulty transferring a structure from one world to the next. And, I could have said to her, are you playing that game, or maybe even that dumb game, because I don't really get it. You're playing that dumb game that really frustrates you all the time. What are you doing that for, right? Not that kind of a question, but just one of curiosity, like, gee, what's going on, right? Get down to their level, get close, maybe offer a hug. What's going on, right? Ask a question that's prompted by the behavior, right? Whatever's going on. Because there's always a message behind behavior, right? There's a reason, and that's what we want to get to. So after you have asked the question or the questions, listen, right? Just listen. Everybody needs to be listened to. I don't think anyone is listened to enough, right? Either kids or adults. So take that time, again, stay with them, stay on their level, and just listen to what they have to say. And even if you've heard it before, if they've said it 10 times about a certain frustration, or he never does this or she never does this. Don't say, oh, I know, yeah, I've heard that. Just let them say it again. Hear it 11 times, right? Whatever it takes so that they know in this moment of dysregulation that they're being heard so that they can get back to that place of calm so that next you can do the M, which is message, right? What's the message that you want your child to hear? Either, you have an idea for how to solve the problem and you want to share that with them, or you want them to learn a lesson from what they just experienced. And I've struggled with this. I really wanted to share with Sarah that the journey is as important as the destination. So she was saying, when I took the time to listen to her, I took all this time to build the structure. It must have taken me an hour. And I put all this effort into it, and for what? For nothing. For nothing. Because I can't use it in this other world where I actually want to be playing. And I wanted to say right away that, the journey, did you have fun, right? Did you have fun doing it? Then it wasn't a waste, right? The journey is just as important and maybe even more important than the destination. Well, after I had heard her talk about all that frustration was the time to invite her to consider this this teaching, right? This opportunity to take a step back and see what she had just experienced from a different perspective. But what is important to remember is that when kids are in it and they're going through the frustration or whatever's going on for them, they're in their emotional brain. They're not in their problem-solving brain. And you could jump the gun and try to give them all of this information that is so great to share with them. And not only are you missing the connection that you could be building, but they're not going to get it because they're not in their problem-solving brain at that time. So C is count to 3 to 5 to 10, whatever it takes to break that urge to react. A is ask questions, what's going on? Take that time to listen and then put in the message.